Hello, fellow Scorpio placements. Welcome to Soul Healing with Holly. This will be your weekly tarot and crystal guidance forecast for the week of September 26th through October 2nd, 2022. Don't worry if you see this at any other time. The messages are meant to reach you when you need to hear them. This will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. As usual, because this is a general message, please take only what resonates, and if this doesn't resonate, you may want to check your other placement videos. All right, Scorpios, we're going to start by getting some overall themes or messages from the Empath Empowerment deck. We'll follow that up with clarification from tarot, add some positive affirmations, and finally, we will choose a crystal from the bowl of crystals to represent an area of focus or an area of healing. All right, Scorpios, let's get started with our first messages. What do Scorpio placements need to focus on for the week of September 26th through October 2nd, 2022? What are some overall themes, messages, or guidance for Scorpio placements? All right, up first we have identify your emotional triggers. We absorb the emotions of others that remain unhealed in ourselves. Notice your triggers such as anger and fear and gently begin to heal them. Now, you may be triggered lately as well because of all of the planets in retrograde. They do have effects on our emotions and the way we are reacting to people. So if you seem out of sorts, that might be one of the reasons. But the other reason is when people trigger something like anger in you, you have to look at yourself and think about why that happened. You have to do that deep introspective thinking about why did that person doing that or saying that make me so angry? What is it that happened in my lifetime that triggered that? A lot of times that is from your childhood. It's that inner child healing that you may need to do. This is what we call shadow work, is paying attention to those triggers that we have within us and then asking ourselves why. And maybe it's something that you need to release from your childhood as well. Like, just accept it, pay attention to it. Yeah, look at that. Honor your inner child. Focus on your inner child's needs. Is your inner child afraid or in need of more playtime? Cherish this precious being within you. So I love that I talked about that as well. These two together, another zodiac sign got both of them. I cannot remember which one. Tells me that you are doing that inner child work, that you might be going through what we call a dark night of the soul, that you are doing that shadow work right now, and things might feel overwhelming, but it starts by healing your inner child. And now, that might be as simple as doing more things in your life that your inner child would love. What did you love to do as a child? Was it spending time with friends and family? Was it painting? Was it music? Like, I feel like you need to spend more time doing that, and that will help you as well. And then you have take baby steps. This card reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles energy. Very slow moving, secure, sure energy, okay? So the Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly because he wants to be sure that he's going to reach his goal, reach his destination. And that's what this is saying. No matter how slowly things are happening, maybe just you thought that you were already emotionally healed from something that happened in your childhood, and then something triggers it, and you realize, oh, I'm not as far along in my healing as I thought. This is saying that's okay. Take baby steps. And then what I always say is take a look back at how far you've come. You will be amazed at yourself. Even if maybe you haven't reached your destination or your final goal or your dreams yet, it's a matter of seeing how far you've come and continuing to move forward. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements for the week of September 26th through October 2nd, 2022. Scorpio, if you like this reading, if it resonates with you, please hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed. And also, if you are interested, I do offer personal readings on my website at soulhealingwithholly.com, or you can find it in the link below. All right, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, right? 2 of Cups, full. 2 of Wands, and overall is the 9 of Pentacles. This is such beautiful energy for you, Scorpio. All right, so the 9 of Pentacles, I call her my all the single ladies card. Male, female, doesn't matter. This is very independent, secure energy. So you may be single right now after a long period of being in a relationship. You might just be a very independent person. I feel like, though, with the butterflies here, that there has been some sort of transformation that you have been going through, that it has taken you a while to get to this point where you feel secure and independent. Financially, you are going to be okay if you're asking that question. The 9 of Pentacles also is that reminder to know your value and your worth. And I feel like this is a period of time for you to do that. Maybe that inner child healing that you have to do. Maybe, a lot of times we find relationships that only make that matter worse. It doesn't heal that. It brings it up all over again. So keep that in mind. I feel like you may have gotten out of a relationship that did that for you, and now it's your reminder to find out who you are, to see how amazing you are, to not accept people into your life that don't see your value. We start with the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is basically about burdens that you have been carrying. I really feel like when I look at your cards, there may have been a relationship you stayed in because it might have been a greater burden to, you may have been afraid to be on your own. Okay, it's possible. Tens are all about endings. So keep that in mind. I feel like you are finally ready to put down all of the burdens that you are carrying. You are almost to your destination. And I feel like it's going to be an independent destination. The 10 of Wands usually indicates that not only are you carrying your burdens, but you are carrying the burdens of other people as well. And it is time to allow that to end. And I feel like you have done that because your next card here with the 6 of Swords is moving away from the rougher waters to the calmer waters. Moving away from what no longer serves you. And I feel like you are either currently doing that, you are about to do that, you are just ready to move on from the burdens that you have been carrying. And I feel like if this is about a relationship, this is not a love reading, but I do see relationship throughout this, that you are just ready to move on. You finally see your value and your worth, and you know that you were not going to be seen as important or worthy or whatever it is that was keeping you in this. You're ready to move forward. And kudos to you for doing that, for seeing that. It tells me that you are just really ready to focus on you and what's more important in your life. And that to me is peace of mind. But then we have this 2 of Cups here. Now, 2 of Cups is usually about love, okay? Cups are emotions. The 2 of Cups specifically could, talk about a soulmate. It is reciprocated energy and emotion, though. So there may be somebody that you have this connection with. and you're not exactly sure what you should do with that. Because I feel like maybe you've gotten out of a relationship really recently. Maybe you're not quite ready to do this. Otherwise, this is just telling you that there are people who do care about you, that you're not alone, okay? Two of Cups, again, it's that reciprocated emotion. So maybe it's about reaching out to somebody. If this isn't a romantic reading for you, just keep that in mind. There are people that want to help you. There are people who do love you. But I feel like you are making choices now about your future, and it might include love in that. But this Two of Wands and this one in particular, and Libra also just received this card in the same position. So you might be a cusper, you might have Libra in your chart as well. But the Two of Wands is traditionally about making a choice for your future or looking at your future, making decisions about your future. And I love how this one shows the two paths, because that's essentially what you've come to. You have a decision to make about your future, and you are looking at the two paths that you can take to get there. But what I always say is I do feel like these two paths meet at the same place on the other side. So it doesn't matter which way you go. You might take the long, drawn out, difficult route over this mountain, or you may take the shorter, easier route that goes over the hills. It doesn't matter because they meet in the same spot, okay? What is meant for you will never pass you by. Sometimes we just make things more difficult on ourselves. Like, I feel like you stayed in something that wasn't meant for you, and that was a burden, and now you're finally moving forward. So keep in mind, you are not going to make the wrong decision. You will not make the wrong decision. You are not going to miss out on anything. Whatever is meant for you, you will find it. All right, let's get your positive affirmation cards. Right. Go. I celebrate my achievements, big and small. So there you go. There's the take baby steps. See how far you've come. Whatever this step was, this was a huge step for you in dropping those burdens and moving forward and seeing what no longer serves you and seeing and knowing your value and your worth now. That is reason to celebrate. You may not be at your destination, your end goal yet, but you are getting there and you are taking the steps to get there. So remember, look back at how far you've come. Celebrate who you are now compared to who you were. I feel like you have been going through some very intense healing. So celebrate all of the little things, the little achievements as well. I release negative feelings and thoughts about myself. I love this for you because that's what this is. Sometimes, especially when we are told things as a child, we tend to believe it more easily. You know, if our parents told us things that may not have been necessarily true and we're not the nicest, we tend to believe those things as adults. We carry that with us. And this is about releasing that. Release your negative feelings and thoughts about yourself because you are amazing. Look at your energy. Look at who you are. And then you have, I am surrounded by loving family and friends. This is perfect as well because I said if this Two of Cups is not representing some sort of romantic relationship, it's your reminder that you have people around you who love you as well. And if you needed a reminder of that, here is another reminder. You can reach out to your loving family and friends while you're going through this phase, while you're going through this transformation. All right, let's get you a crystal for the month. All right, this is Dalmatian Jasper. Dalmatian Jasper is, I can't even make this up. It's the stone of the inner child, okay? right here, we're talking about your inner child. It is a very nurturing stone. It helps you move on from feeling stuck, and that is that feeling right there. You've moved on from it. It's also a stone of service, and it's a reminder that you can make a difference. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed your weekly reading. If you did, please hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of your next reading.